Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be launching into a campaign of one of my favourite games. It's Battle Brothers. Older game. I think it was probably even 7 or 8 years old. Certainly one I put a lot of hours into. I would preface this campaign by saying that although it is one of my favourite games and I have about 300 hours in it, I would probably class myself as more of an enthusiastic amateur rather than any kind of expert. We're not going to be playing optimally, we're not going to be min-maxing, we're going to be going largely on vibes and seeing how things go. There's no mods, I'm playing it sort of vanilla in that regard, but I have got all the paid DLCs that have been released for it. So we've got Lindworm, which adds a new type of beast. Now, the one time years ago when I thought I first got this DLC and I thought, let's go and try it, I got my high-level party got completely wiped. So it could be a while before we check that out. Beast and Exploration adds new types of creatures. It's got a new crafting system where you can make particular trophies from bits of animals that you get after fights. That's kind of cool. We've got Warriors of the North, so we've got like sort of barbarians roaming the snowy areas. We've got blazing deserts, so we have nomads and so on in an entirely new area. I don't think the original game as it released didn't have a desert area, but it does now with sort of, Arabian-inspired towns and nomads roaming the place and all sorts. And this one, which adds 2 new classes and origins, which I haven't tried out. We'll see how things go. Mainly because the Oath Takers, they seem like quite powerful units, but they're very, very expensive, so I haven't been able to buy one yet. But let's do a new campaign. So what you can do now, I think this may have been introduced in a later update, because I don't remember doing this sort of originally when I first played it. It's been years since I played this game, quite honestly. You can kind of pick like a starting scenario for your guys, and it's kind of given like a skull rating in terms of how difficult they think it is. Now, I did a little test campaign just on my own to try and get back in the swing of the mechanics, just so I wasn't going in more or less completely blind to this playthrough. And I did go with the lone wolf setting, which I'm tempted to go this time. What you do is you start off with one very powerful unit. Not with the best armor and anything in the game, but probably sort of mid to end game type weapon and armor and stuff. But you're on your own. It sounds good, but actually it's 3 skulls here for a reason. It's very hard to get established because in D&D there's something called action economy, I think it is. Basically, if you're one powerful unit, but against lots and lots of weaker enemies, it sounds great, but what actually happens is you get one thing to do, well, they get like a dozen things to do, and eventually they'll whittle you down. And I've found that even like groups of very weak enemies, which are surrounding me and beating me to death, but I'm tempted to go with it. I think like the powerful unit we start with is going to be Boring Dad, kind of the campaign commander. It does mean that if Boring Dad dies, the campaign ends. So that's that to look out for. You've been travelling alone for a long time, taking part in tourneys and sparring with young nobles. A hedge knight tall as a tree, you never needed anybody for long. Is it still true? So basically, think of it as being like the recent Game of Thrones show. What was it? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms or something. That's basically what we're basically role-playing is that, I guess. Company name, we're going to be Boring Dad Bros. I'm going to keep the late game crisis random. I generally do, just for myself, I do Nobles at War, I think, because it tends to be the easiest, crises to deal with. But we're going to go random. Let's just see how that goes. Permanent destruction, what's this? Cities, towns, and castles can be destroyed. Having the world go down in flames is one of the many ways you can lose. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's pick our banner. What kind of speaks to me? I like the griffin. They've added a lot more of these. I don't remember so many of these being in the options before. Okay, we're back at the beginning. Let's go with the Griffin. I do like the Griffin. That's all golden red. Now, combat difficulty. When I'm playing my own campaign, I generally go beginner because this is a brutally hard game. Brutally hard. I mean, you can do everything right tactically with the best equipment and stuff, and you can still die to just some random swing from an orc could just decapitate your best unit out of nowhere. So veteran kind of takes away the you know, the learning wheels a little bit for that. So beginner does make it a little bit easier, obviously. Veteran, I did do my test campaign in veteran, and as I said, I found it very hard to kind of get established initially. But we're going to go with that. Starting funds, I'm going to go high, and the reason for that is I want to bring in ASAP some other mercs to the campaign, particularly because people have, you know, sent in their custom names to be included, so we want to get those in ASAP, maybe even go to the first settlement and hire a couple of people. Economic difficulty, contracts pay more, be able to carry more resources. I think we'll go veteran on that as well. I just want to go slightly easier on the funds because I'm going to need to buy some people. We're not doing an Iron Man. We'll do an honest man, though. Like, if people die, that's it. I've got a list of, I think, probably about 15, 16 names. It's going to be a while before we would have a company anywhere near that size. In fact, I think the lone wolf setting said I can only have a company of 12. But I think we're going to see us cycling through people quite quickly. Because even if you get knocked down in combat and it looks like you've been killed, you can come back. But generally you get like some sort of horrible disfiguring disability. Like I had one merc in my test campaign who had his one finger bitten off by a dog and his nose cut off by some bandit. I just felt quite sorry for him. But it gives you like a huge debuff, any kind of thing like that, and you end up just having to retire them because they sort of can't be useful contributors to the group anymore. So yeah, we're gonna see a revolving door. And I think what I'm gonna do is, if I get to the bottom of my list of names and I'm still needing to hire people, we'll kind of go back to the top and kind of resurrect them as like version 2, you know, 2.0. But let's start. Now, the world seeds are pretty random, I think, randomly generated. So although, you know, it's got a snowy area, a middle area, and a desert area, and various towns and factions, it is all kind of arranged randomly as far as I know. A lone wolf. You walk the stands of a jousting area. Mouldy fruits and vegetables litter the floor. Dried blood freckles the seats and silence fills the air. When you sit, the wood of the place seems to groan in unison as though discomfited by the haunt of a rare visitor. In your hands is a note. Looking for hardy men, knowledge of the sword preferred, but all welcome. It is an old note, its purpose long since served, but what draws your eye is the price offered to the task. More crowns than you could muster in 5 tournaments. If this is the coin to be earned, then to hell with the jousts and the sparring, but you're not one to suit up for some other captain's orders. With all that you've earned over the years, you imagine you could start your own mercenary band just fine. Alright, so in terms of the customization, so if I go in, this is my guy, Oswald the Lone Wolf, but if I click on his name, I can change it. So we're going to be, it's going to be Boring Dad. I'm just thinking about a title. Boring Dad. I'll take the title out for now. Maybe we can earn titles, like just sort of custom titles through deeds as we go. Now, in terms of upgrading, brothers, we'll see when we hire people, but basically these little stars, the bar and the number there is how good they are at a certain thing. Like melee skill, we start off pretty good. That's way better than anyone we're going to hire at this point. The 3 stars means that when we level up, we have a higher chance of rolling a higher thing here. So if I click this, which I will do, to level up my melee skills, so we'll go from 67 to 70, like that, +3. Those 3 stars means that could be a +4, it could be a +5. It's again randomly rolled each time you level up. It, like, for instance, in the fatigue, which is, you know, how many actions we can kind of do in combat. Like, your guys can get tired and not be able to act even on their turn if their fatigue gets too high. So you raise, and fatigue gets knocked down by like heavy armor and weapons you're using and stuff. So you want this to be high, really. So we're going to take that +5 for that. So we got health. We've got resolve, which is kind of how brave they are in terms of getting broken in combat and retreating. 40's, it's alright. It's average. Initiative, how quickly they'll act in combat. We've got range skill, like the melee skill, how good you are at using ranged and melee weapons. And then you've got melee defense and range defense, which is, I mean, I'll read it for this one. It reduces the probability of being hit with a melee attack. So, not being hit is very... And again, we're starting with 2 stars this. It's only a +3 at this point, but I'm going to take that because we want to not be hit, ideally. Because like I said, even if you're hit wearing heavy armor, there's a chance that you could just be insta-killed. So, now again, we got the +4 there, so I'm going to keep leveling up these 3 things, at least to begin with, for my guy. He starts at level 4. Anyone else we pick up is probably going to be level 1. Although, you know, you can pick up higher level people, but they tend to be very expensive. each level you get a perk as well. We'll run through them as I pick them, but I'm going to sort of start... I'm going to rush through the bits where I'm on my own a little bit, and we'll get towards... we'll talk through things a bit more when we've got like a group doing this. But I'm going to take Colossus, which means our hit points increase by 25%, so we go from 64 to 80 on that. What else do I like? I quite like Steel Brow, because it means that if you get hit in the head, it's not a critical hit anymore, and lowers the risk of sustaining debilitating head injuries, which is, again, a good thing to avoid. And I'm going to take this one, Brawny, which means the fatigue and initiative penalty. I actually didn't realise that initiative was affected by what we're wearing as well. But those penalties are reduced by 30% each, so... I think you can see this is our fatigue once all our weapons and armor that we're wearing is taken into account, like it was 100 odd on the level up screen, but you know, if we look at my stat, well, look at this. You see maximum fatigue minus 32, minus 10, minus 13. So this all gets deducted from the total we have to use in battle. If I take this, that should go up a fair bit, up to 81. So that's a lot better. Cool. Well, I've got a bit of food. I have a bandage. Who have stopped bleeding in combat, but I guess I should probably take that on my guy. Because if he dies, it's campaign over. Now, where are we starting? We're starting in this place, Torvaborg. If I scroll out, you can see kind of the extent of the world we're living in. It's pretty big. In fact, I have to... This, like, you can't even contain it on one screen fully zoomed out. So this is the desert area down there I was mentioning. This is kind of the middle area. It's kind of like medieval Europe type themed, I guess you could say. Think like Witcher World, possibly. And then we've got Snowy North, which is where we're going to be running into barbarians and things up there. Each of the flags denotes a different faction, so these guys kind of all belong to the same faction. These guys do versus these, and there is like a where is it? Like a faction rating a place. So as you do quests for different factions, they like you more, and you get access to better things. So yeah, no one really cares about us at the moment. But we're here, we're in the north. Let's pop into the town and see what we can find. I'm looking for recruits. So here we have our town screen. Each town has different types of, not resource, but, you know, amenities, that's the word I'm looking for. So we've got a tavern, where we can go to pay to listen to rumours or cheer ourselves up with a drink, but it's just me at the moment, so I probably won't buy a drink for that. Training hall, I don't tend to use these, they can be quite expensive, but basically you can increase the amount of sort of XP you're getting up after the next couple of battles. It's not permanent, it's just for a set number of battles. Weaponsmith, fairly self-explanatory, but tends to have access to higher tier weapons. Armourer, same, but armour. Things with this kind of red halo, they tend to be the legendary items. You can find them out in the wild at enemy camps and stuff. In fact, it's the best way to get them, really, because they're so expensive. Oh god, that's starting money. Is it 1,000? That's not very much. I was hoping for a lot more than that. Okay, well, this is our higher screen. So we can see our merc. You get a little idea of what they're equipped with. They each have a little background, which kind of tells you approximately how good they might be in certain things. Like a squire, they've received some training in warfare, often have a high resolve. So that's quite good, but that would be the bulk of our money. So we're probably looking a little further down here. We have Disowned Nobles. He comes in at level 3, so he's really expensive to hire. But same with Raider here, level 2 coming in. But I'm eyeing up maybe Goswin. He's a caravan hand, so he's used to long and exhausting travels, probably means decent fatigue, but he's cheap. In fact, it's probably the only one I can hire right now. There's loads and loads of different backgrounds. Retired soldiers tend to be very strong in melee terms, but because they're old, low fatigue, I think, is kind of their thing. Hedge knights are good. That's our background. You tend to be very good with those, but they're very expensive. And then militia is okay. Well, in fact, they're very good. They're better than what we're going to be getting. We're getting Goswin, the caravan hand, with basically no weapons and armor. But we're going to hire him. Now, you can try out for 50 gold. It kind of reveals their, like, character traits. In fact, if we look at my character again. So that's my background. I have a player character. Oh, this is me. It just says that. Yeah, so I get plus 10 resolve. Again, that's the bravery stat, so that's quite nice. I'm big. Okay. Again, a bit like a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, but it means that we're good at melee damage, but I actually get I get a deduction to my melee defense and range defense, which is nice. I've actually got -1 range defense at the moment, so I'm basically guaranteed to be hit by arrows. I'm determined to start any combat at confident morale. Okay. And then we have a mood which is affected by various things that we'll see as we go along. Up here is our combat skills of this weapon. In terms of classes, they're dictated by the weapons you're using in this game. Like, you can kind of have an affinity for something like melee or range, depending on your stats, but really the skills you have are dictated by the weapon you're using. Right, let's take Goswim. Let's try him out so we can see how this works. That is quite good, actually. His impatience, he always acts first in the very first round of combat. Could be useful. He's clumsy. Oh, God, he's clumsy. So -5 melee skill, that's a shame. I mean, I don't really have a choice here, so we're just going to go with it, I think. We'll read about Goswin, who's going to be... we'll change the name when we get in. So we've got, though the work is dangerous, being a caravan hand allowed Goswin to see the world. The war deprived the caravan of stock, and soon its driver took to selling slaves. Appalled, Goswin freed as many as he could before leaving for good. With his caravan days behind him, working as a sellsword was just another avenue for adventure and profit. Right, you're in, Goswin. Right, let's take a little look at Goswin here. So, I have quickly checked my list of mercs. Yep. So first on the roster, going first come, first served on the replies to my post. We got Repcow. Again, maybe, you know, if they do something in battle that's particularly noteworthy, we can give them little titles and stuff. So starting equipment, very, like if you look at what I'm starting with as a hedge knight, looking at the 210, that's how much the armor's worth in terms of protection. 260 on my armor. We go to Repcow, 40 on his little open leather hat, 30 on his leather tunic, and he's using a knife which doesn't do any damage. So what we can also do, because I've got a bit of money left, we're going to head to just the normal marketplace, which tends to have a lot of various things, but they do have sort of less expensive weapons and armor, so we're going to go in and get some of that. Well, actually, first thing to do is have a look at his stat. Wow, look, he's actually got 3 stars in range, and as we know, he's actually got less melee skill. I'm going to keep him as a melee for now, because he's going to need to catch up in terms of his leveling, but he should level range skill much, much faster because of that. Okay, that's interesting. So for now then, let's get some decent armor. That's too expensive, but this padded leather armor, so that would give him 80 protection up from 30 currently. So that's worth doing. So a couple of hundred, so we can do that. Weapon-wise, spears can be good. Probably not the boar spear, that's, again, too expensive. Because we have running costs, like... I think my character, because of the lone wolf thing, doesn't take a salary or eat supplies, but as we hire people, they will. So at the moment, Repcow is taking 10 crowns per day, so I need to kind of factor in the wages for everyone. We need to buy him a better hat as well. Probably, I guess the one for 112 is okay. Yeah, I was saying spears tend to be good because they're quite... I think the hit chance is just based higher with those than it is for other things. But unfortunately I can no longer afford this. It's a two-handed spear. Take all my money. Is there a mission in this? I can see there's no missions in this town, is the problem. So I can't really get an income right now. So I'd have 2 days worth of cash if I bought this. Yeah, normally you get a malicious... Actually, let's check out the weaponsmith. Has he got a malicious spear? Because they're cheaper. Not as good, but they're more affordable. No, he's still got the boar spear as well. I mean, they're better. That's like the middle tier spear, but it's too expensive right now. I can't really afford any of those. These are all throwing weapons, which I don't really want. I think what I could do actually is maybe give him the pitchfork. Right, let's go that. So that means that he can kind of attack from behind me. So if I put him there, he can actually sort of attack enemies that are in front of me. good, I think. Give him a little knife as a backup. And we should still have... we got enough to sort of maintain ourselves for a bit. We'll actually sell his old gear because it's crap. And then we've got to leave, really. I can't take a job because it's we're not friendly with the faction. We want to find a town that has like a neutral rating. Generally, if a town has this big stone keeps and stuff, they tend to be sort of royal level within that faction, I guess you'd describe it as. Like this one as well. You can actually see there, like where it says relations neutral and it's got that little flag. That indicates that it'll be the same as here. It doesn't have the ability to offer neutral contracts. Or if I look at Horn, I bet, see the one that says relations neutral above the sort of other flag. That's the neutral one. So that means that we should be able to get a job there. Let's go have a look. So this is us as we move. I can zoom right in, and I like to have at least a bit of an aerial view because enemies will come and attack us because we're pretty weak at the moment. A little less weak than we were, but still. Let's have a look at the labour pool here, see if there's anyone I could get. We've got a vagabond. Don't do anything in particular well. Looking at maybe Werner, though, potentially, as his the miners used to physical labour. They may not be as healthy. Wild man. No, I can't remember what the deal is with the wild men. Like their stats. It probably doesn't matter initially because these guys are probably all going to die anyway. Not to be pessimistic, but... Oh, we've got a taxidermist here. This is the crafting guy, so if we get like animal trophies and stuff, he can turn it into cool stuff for us. So he actually does have a malicious spear here. I'm tempted to do the job and then see if we can hire one of those guys. Negotiations. You enter Horn and a man immediately approaches, trundling through the mud to get to you. He announces himself as someone in the employ of Rudolph the Younger, a man of some power in this town, and he, along with the thoughts and monies of others, have decided to seek your services. Rudolph the Younger restlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him.
There has been an audacious act of thievery. A despicable brigand stole my ceremonial staff, which is of immeasurable value to me. I implore you to hunt down those thieves and return the item to me.
He lowers his voice to an insisting tone.
Not only will you get paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the good people of Horn to rest.
Let's talk pay. Alright, so he opens the palms of his hands.
Title crowns, and before you ask, this is all I have right now. 50 crowns in advance, another 200 when the job's done.
Okay, well, we're going to accept this offer. You can negotiate, but generally you have to be very high renowned to be successful. Like, kind of overqualified for the job being offered. And also, I think the very act of negotiation lowers your standing within a faction. Like, people get a bit annoyed, so we're just going to accept this. Here we go. You need to follow some tracks, return the staff, and there's our payment in the contract. We'll accept. You can't see here because that was the only quest in this town, or contract in this town. But you can only have one active at a time. It's not like other games where you can kind of just stock up on everything and tick things off as you move around. We kind of pick a job and then we go out and do the job. Let's speed up a little bit as we're moving. So we're following these tracks. Looks like they're going off into the forest. You walk slower when you're in a forest. Okay, there's 7 thieves. Let's see how we get on. This campaign could be over very quickly. But brigand thugs, they're the base level sort of bandit enemy. They're generally poor equipment and poor weapons. Problem is there's a lot of them, and as we spoke about the action economy, that's what we're going to watch out for. I'm actually going to go up on here because being more elevated than your target can improve your accuracy and things like that, so we're just going to move Rep Cow up there. These guys all go out, but they shouldn't be able to get close to me on this first turn. What we're going to do, we're going to move Boring Dad back as well, so he's kind of, the main target for these guys, and then Rep Cow can kind of attack over the head. That's about all I'm going to do here. So let's have a look at the stats here. So we have action points, various things I can do, cost different numbers of action points, like 6 for this, 6 for that. Generally two-handers, which is what I'm using here, cost more action points to use. So in rare cases, you can get 2 actions in one turn with a two-hander, but generally you get 1 thing to do per turn. This is our fatigue, which will build up. We can see that the skills, for instance, this one is going to build up 15 fatigue if I use that. So our morale. Confident at the moment. We've got a little flag there that kind of shows how confident we are. This is our head armor condition, body armor condition, and our HP. Quite straightforward, really. Right, so I'm just going to end my turn. I'm going to wait for these guys to come to me. Right, one's come straight up. Missed his attack. He got a hit in, but the armor took it. Okay, this is right. I'm no longer confident because I'm getting surrounded. And this is the problem with Lone Wolf Origin. I was hoping for more starting cash, honestly. I was hoping for a couple of grand maybe to try and get things done. Now, okay, so let's have a look at this. So he's got 73% chance to hit this guy because he's got the height advantage. 58 because this guy's got a shield. Again, 73, 73. So that's all the same. I wonder if I might go for this guy because I think these guys are circling around to get close to poor Rep Cow here. So let's... oh, wow. One hit kill. There we go. Rep Cow, first kill. It's part of the Boring Dad Bros. He can't do anything else. I might as well just completely end his turn. Now, one thing I do get with the two-hander is this wide arc swing. So you can see if I kind of click there, he's targeting all of these squares. So let's see what I can do against all of these. Ooh, 2 kills. Now these two, they're retreating now with that white flag. They don't like this anymore. This one, though, is in melee with me. So if he tries to run away, I'm going to get a chance to try and attack him if he does that. These two, though, are still going. I would hope at this point we're going to be okay here. Rep Cow's going to go on the guy who's not retreating. Nice big hit. He's now is retreating. This guy still fancies his chances. I'm going to do another one of those. Let's get also... Again, 2 kills. This is going very well. This is going a lot better than my test mission did the first time. So now they're retreating. We have the option to just end it or run them down. I'm going to run them down because I can still attack this guy. And maybe get the stuff that he's wearing as well, which we can either sell or use ourselves. Yeah, but we're not going to catch him now because he's in full retreat mode, so I'm just going to sort of end the next couple of turns without acting. Oh no, he's not retreating anymore. He might still be retreating, even though he's not panicking. I guess we should kind of try and find him, I guess, if that's happening. Oh no, he ran away. Probably wise. Now, Rep Cow did level there, which is rather nice. If we click through to the loot screen, we can see what we got. He actually got the Militia Spear, which I was just about to buy, so that's quite good, and a shield. That's very good stuff. That's going to help equip the next bro that we hire. I'm going to keep Rep Cow with the pole ammo, though. He did really well in that one. After the battle over, you retrieve the ceremonial staff from the wasted clutches of your enemies and prepare to return to Rudolph the Younger. He will surely be happy to see your success. Okay, back to Horn. We've got a day and night cycle, so at night the town's amenities sort of shut, so what we'll do, we'll just do a little camp out here. Post the battle, we need to do a little bit of armor repairing, so that's another thing we kind of got to keep on top of, buying these tools so we can repair our stuff, ammo for the ranged guys. It'll be a little... Oh, okay, yeah, we kind of set a little goals for ourselves to achieve as a mercenary group. A fresh, cool breeze is blowing today, and you feel like it's a good time for Boring Dad Bros to start something new. You call them in to gather round. What do you tell them? So we can either have the task to go out in the wilderness and beat a camp, or we need allies, forging a bond of friendship and trust with one of the towns. We'll get the company better. Yeah, we'll do that. That's easier to do at this stage. Okay, so we're back in town. I've got 600 crowns now, which is a bit better. First things first, let's get a bro in. Who should we get? I think I said I was tempted by the miner, wasn't I? So physical labor may not be as healthy, but he could be the new backliner. Maybe I'll move Rep Cow forward. So I could potentially get a couple here and have a group of 4 initially. So I'm not going to try out because that's a decent chunk of my money to do that. So we're just going to hire. Let's see how we are in terms of outfitting Werner, who is going to become... okay. Hasn't got much to speak of at the moment. I'll give him that to begin with. It's a bit better than what he was wearing. Okay, so he is going to be very good at melee defense. Those 3 stars. He's pretty good at melee skill now, but it's going to be much slower to continually increase. is the thing. He doesn't seem to have any character traits right now, which is interesting. Yeah, let's make him the spear guy. So let's do that. We'll be able to buy him more armor, I expect. Let's actually look at Repcow's leveling. So here he goes. Yeah, so we're gonna build him towards being an archer, which is going to affect what other things we increase as well. I think we'll go with the ranged defense. Health, not so important. Fatigue isn't going to be as important for a ranged user. Resolve's always good, and he's going to act first in the first turn anyway, so I might go with the resolve at this point. We may change that depending on what multipliers he gets on the skills. So let's look through these now. For a ranged user, we've got... This is probably the one I'll take. I tend to use this. Fast adaptation. Adapt to your opponent's moves. Gain an additional stacking 10% chance to hit with each attack that misses. Now, this isn't specifically for ranged guys, but they do miss a lot. Particularly initially. So this is quite a good one to get for those, I find. Crippling Strike. Crippling enemies lowers the threshold to inflict injuries by 33%, both melee and ranged. Okay, that's alright. We've seen Colossus with the hit points. 9 lives. Once per battle, upon receiving a killing blow, survive instead with a few hit points. And have all damage over time effects cured. We may go for that later on as we get attached to people. Bags and belts. Okay, this is interesting. I tend to overlook this one, but a lot of people... I was looking at people who were putting builds online, and a lot of them go for this because it means that... so when we are carrying stuff, it actually... The knife doesn't because it's so small, but if you have bigger things here, it will also reduce the fatigue. But if you get bags and belts, as long as it's not a two-handed weapon, it doesn't give things in your belt don't give a fatigue penalty, which is pretty good. Pathfinder, so there's different types of terrains in different areas. Some of them take a lot more action points to move through. If you have Pathfinder, that means it's a lot easier to move around. Adrenaline, you can go first in the next turn. Recover is quite good. You take a turn to recover loads of fatigue, which can be useful. And Student, which means you gain additional XP from battle. I think... I'm going to go with this one, actually, on Repcow, I think. Just, I want to be able to sort of keep increasing his range skill fast, so I'm going to take that. He's going to level up a bit quicker now. Okay. So we need a better helmet. Well, we need a helmet and better armor for Iocane Addict. So let's have a look. What can we get locally? He's probably wearing the best armor I can get him locally. But we can buy him a hood at least with some protection. Oh, they produce furs locally, which actually you can buy at cost, and then you can take it maybe to a town further south where maybe they don't have the ability to make furs locally, and they'll be worth a lot more to sell. It's hard to really do it as a living because you generally don't make that much profit on stuff. But if you know you're going somewhere, you can probably make a profit on this. It can be worth doing a little bit of trading. How's our food? So I've got enough for 3 days. So that's probably okay for now. I'm going to sell his old stuff. I might keep a spear. I'll keep the spear because the next bro we get might be a spear as well. There we go. What I'm actually going to do is swap their armors because Repcow as a backliner is probably going to take less direct damage than Iocane Addict. There we go. Now if I look at our stuff here, yes, well, if I might have to leave and come back. No. Okay, so we've got enough tools to repair our gear satisfactorily. There's actually another job here now. Let's take this. Oh, okay. So this is one of the job types you can get is to escort trade caravans. It can be a good way to get paid while you kind of go to other parts of the map. The downside is you're not in direct control of your group, and you can get attacked along the way and potentially be in way over your head. It's a short trip, though, so hopefully we'll be alright. Wilfried the Treasurer stares out his window, watching a group of men loading cargo onto a number of wagons. He talks without looking your way.
I have an important delivery heading out to Wolfenburg, roughly a day southwest of here. Unfortunately, a competitor outbid me in acquiring a local band of caravan guards. Now, I need your services. Let's talk numbers if you're interested.
Alright. Okay, so this is how he's paying us. 2 crowns per head we arrive. So if we get attacked, we take the heads, basically, and we get paid for each one. It's only 110 when the job's done. But I think we've kind of mined out what this town has to offer. So I'm going to accept, just for a bit of payment and to see a different part of the map. And, yeah, we got 3 bros. They're equipped okay for this time, day 2, so we'll see how this goes. Incidentally, sorry if you can hear my fan in the background. I'm actually recording this in the worst heat wave to hit Britain in June since records began. And I've been absolutely dying, so I have to sit in front of a fan for now. I've tried to position it so hopefully it doesn't affect the sound, but if you do hear that, hopefully it will only affect... It's going to cool down tomorrow, so hopefully it's just this one. At Wolfenburg, the wagon train drives into Wolfenburg, each cart bumbling and tumbling their tall wheels over mounds of dried mud. The caravan hands work to unload the cargo, a few of them fighting off a beggar or two. The leader of the train hands you a satchel, and that's about all he does. He's too busy with his work to say much more to you. The silence is appreciated. Okay, okay. So I guess we've done a few contracts for a faction now, or within a faction's area, so we're actually friendly with them now. So that's our first ambition fulfilled. Deciding that Horn is a good place to invest your efforts, you decide to offer the protection of the company and take up any work suitable to your talents. We've already moved on. You act like a gentleman in your dealings with the locals and encourage the men to mind their manners while in the settlement. There was, of course, some griping at first. Repcow was sorely disappointed to give up brawling with the farmers, especially with the boring dad bros spending so much time in Horn. But you convinced the men that having a friendly base of operations is important in your line of work, as it meant getting better prices in the market, and more people willing to join your motley band. It's also much less time. I'm interested to know if that is not just flavor text, and actually whether it does affect things like sale price and, the local labor pool. It's also much less tiring not having to dodge the militia all the time. You even enlisted the men to do some small tasks in exchange for nothing but goodwill. Repcow. I found that little brat who wandered off and dragged him right home. Repcow brags, quickly outvied by Iocane Addict.
I went in the market for the old spinster, split her firewood for winter, and even put her out of washing. I draw the line at rescuing treed cats.
Alright, we're doing alright. We gain renown, and people are a bit happier, so that's cool. We're just going to camp until morning, I think. Won't be much for us to do. I doubt there's any jobs for us here because of the faction thing, but let's go in and see anyway. Yeah, no jobs. They do have a kennel. We can't buy them at the moment, I think, because they're too expensive, but I do like to have dogs in the party. They're pretty good. Like, if enemies are retreating, like in that last battle, you can kind of release the hounds, Smithers, and they'll chase them down and get you kills, which is pretty good. But they are expensive. I think we need to sort of invest elsewhere just at the moment. We'll definitely work towards getting hounds, I think. I do like having hounds. In real life too. Okay, we got a few cheaper people here, actually. We've got Edward, who is a brawler by the look of it. Unmatched in unarmed combat, and physical exercise tends to leave them in good shape. That could be a good one. He's concerningly cheap, but that may not necessarily be a bad thing. And we got Release Roderick, the Mason, used to physical labor and studying. Okay, to improve his craft. Oh, interesting. I'm still not going to do the tryout thing because it's just at this level of income or money, it just seems bad. So Starport, Adventurous Noble. These are kind of the guys you want to be hiring because they come with great equipment and better skills and stats. But we're going to go with Edward, I think. Not quite as cheap as the Masons, and he's a fighter, so that should be good. Right, higher. Let's have a look. So next on my list is... Got 2 names here, so this might have to go into okay, Bernard. Oh, yeah, just one. Tell you what, if I take out the space... Oh, okay, that's interesting. Get the Eon as well. Bernard Rathbone there. Right, so yeah, I think we're going to make you... Oh, let's have a look at his stats first. Yeah, so he's got 1 star in melee, which is a bit better than poor old Iocane Addict here, but he's going to be much harder to hit. So that's good. Looks okay. Doesn't have any character traits. It's interesting. Very high fatigue, so that's going to be good. He could probably be a very good heavy armor wearer in time with that. And resolve. Okay, well those aren't too bad, and he hasn't got any negative traits, so that's a decent starting point. Just the big question is, can we outfit him? Okay, padded leather. It's a bit knocked about, but it is affordable, so I think we'll grab that. We got a spear already. I can grab a shield, 78, a little... Ooh, okay, so 83, I've got 2 days, able to pay the mercs for 2 days. We've got 2 days worth of provisions. We're going to have to move on pretty quick, though, because we don't have a job. So that'll go pretty quick, but we can... There we go. Bernard Rathbone there is slightly better outfitted. These things are in need of repair, is the only thing, so we'll probably run out of tools. But we've got a little decent starting group here. I'm actually quite pleased with that. Let's see... Actually, we can get a few crowns back and so. Alright. I suppose it's taken another 3 days now. Right. Where should we go? We could go back to Horn, but I feel like, you know, we've done the early quest there. We could go over to Havelberg. That's got neutral stuff going on. Try to go cross country to say... Oh no, Walkenberg's the Stone Keep. Talbot. I think we'll go Havelberg. That's probably a good thing for now. Alright, let's head out. One thing to say as well, we'll probably cap our membership for this time until we're building people up at 6, because missions, contracts do scale to the number of people in your party, even if they're low level and badly equipped. If you have 8 people, you're going to fight tougher groups than if you had 6. Oh, okay, there's only one of those. I am slightly worried. These things can be horrid, though, so I'm worried that it might be beyond our ability. Let's see. Yeah, he's running away from us. I suspect it was a weak one. What was I saying? But I think the minimum that happens is 6. So I think 6 is kind of that sweet spot of having a stronger group, but not so many people that it makes things harder for you initially. They got a mine cave-in. A tragic accident occurred, and there was a cave-in in one of the mines. Production came to a halt until the damage is repaired, and their miners are without means to feed their families. What does that mean? Does that mean there's no... I don't know. But I've got nothing to sell. I've got no money to hire anyone. We needed a job, and one I can do quickly, ideally. Don't want to go back to Horn. Not really. What's the other one? Oh, okay. He's just looking for something. All right. You step into Leonhard of Havelberg's room, and he shoves a map into your face.
There are parts of this world man still has yet to find and chart into his maps. I'm looking for Deadgate Crypt south of here, or at or near the region of Dusky Forest. That's about all I know, but I do know it exists. So you go and find it for me, and you'll be properly rewarded.
300? Yeah, absolutely. So all we need to do here is find the place. We don't need to fight it, which is key, because we probably can't. Running out of provisions as well. Can I buy food? No. Ooh, we could buy that. Oh, it's risky though. That'd be literally all my money, and I couldn't pay anyone. So let's not do that. Instead, let's just go and try and do this thing. It said, okay, so Dusky Forest isn't marked on my map. But it might just be because of the distance we're at. Oh, eh? To the south and around the... Maybe this still counts as Dusky Forest. I'd imagine it's down here somewhere, so let's head over. Which is going to be nice. Oh, 6 brigands. We could probably take them on. If there's a band of thugs, we could probably try and take them on. During camp. Oh, we're getting another ambition. Okay. As is customary, you assemble the men to explain the company's next steps. Brothers, the Boring Dad Bros must show the world we are forged of a hotter fire than other mercenary bands. As our reputation grows, so will the influx of crowns to our coffers. Let us forge a path to greatness. What will we choose to do? Okay, so this is the one I generally go with because the banner when you make it is quite a nice weapon anyway for backliners. So let's say we want to save up 2,000 crowns. That's our current ambition. Dead Gate Crypt. I'll tell you what, as a crypt though, it's probably not directly in a forest. Oh, is that it? Oh. A Dead Gate Crypt comes into view and it's immediately reborn on your map to the best of your illustrative capabilities. Bernard Rathbone asks if that's all there is to do. You nod. A rough go or an easy one, the lean heart of Havelberg will be waiting to pay you all the same. Okay, so we got there. A lot of these camps, they'll say unknown garrison. We're not going to go in there. It's probably too hard. And this one says some Brigand Raiders. So Brigand Raiders are kind of the tier above the thugs that we fought in the previous one. They tend to be better equipped. They're probably about a level of equipment that our guys are. But I think we probably want to level. We probably want to concentrate a bit more on lower tier enemies for time until we leveled up a little bit. There's my money. Running out of food. We need food. Okay, that's cool. We actually have another mission. We'll have a look at that in a sec. I want to buy some food. So how much are we consuming a day? 9 per day. That's not too bad. That's enough for 3 days. Let's do that. Now, remind me what we're equipped with. They're not too bad. 55 is pretty bad. Can't really do better here. 65. Although 191, that is most of our money, so it's not too bad. Okay, that's probably all we'll buy here. Can't really afford to hire anyone else, but they've got an armourer. Let's see what the mission is. Ulfert the Younger looks solemnly at the ground. He unfurls a scroll showing you a face. This is Rudolph, a brigand at large who we captured the other day. He once led an outfit of vagrants who used to harry and raid our town night and day. Problem is, he's not really the head of a snake, but one head of a hydra. Kill one criminal head, all others another takes its place. So what's the answer? Well, I'll kill all of them, of course, and this is what I want you to do, Sellsword. Are you interested? Right, let's talk money. Okay, so nearly 400 altogether. Let's accept. I think that's the place we just revealed. Okay. Well, all right. It was a one skull mission, so it's probably within our ability to do. Yeah. Okay. Back to there then. It doesn't never gives you an exact quantity of enemies until you're actually in there. Some probably means 3 or 4. Maybe as many as 5. Hopefully we're not outnumbered, but I guess we'll see. I think we should just camp until dawn, because night does affect things like accuracy and so on. Oh, they're many brigand thug. Okay, so that's interesting. So since giving us the mission, it's actually changed the enemies in the camp. So there's more of them, but they're weaker. Yeah. We're happy enough with that. Tempted to just retreat back to the elevated ground again, just to give us that extra hit chance on Repcow. So let's do that. Weapon-wise, I'm probably most concerned about this guy, because he's got these big two-handed backline weapon, which means he can sort of just keep swinging at our guys with relative impunity. I'm not thrilled about. Okay, so what I'll do, let's bring Bernard here. They kind of look like they're going to come around the top, don't they? So let's get you back there to begin with. Arcane Addict. Tempted to start swinging with my guy, but instead we're gonna keep retreating back here. Let's get Repcow up on the thing there. Let's just... No, they're not going to be able to catch up, so let's just end his turn. I'm going to put Bernard there. And what we're going to do, we're going to do the spear wall ability. What this does is he kind of lowers his spears at a spear, and anytime anyone gets close to him, it's an auto attack on them. If you hit them, they get pushed back. If they don't, it kind of ends the skill. So it can be very good though for kind of controlling the flow of enemies. So I'm going to do the same thing here with Arcane Addict, just to try and keep them off us for a little bit. And then we're going to just add back there. I don't have anything like that, so we'll just end the turn. Should see some fighting in the next turn. Okay, we're going to pause Rep Cow. Here we go. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. He's still going, and he's dead. Stabby, stab. And that's why spears are good early on as well. But they're good throughout. Ah, see, he missed now, and now that spear wall ability is over. So what I might do with Boring Dad is kind of step forward here and use my split ability, which means I can attack 2 targets in a straight line. Blam, like that. Oh, that's still active. That's interesting. I didn't think that did work like that. Huh. Okay. I am worried about the guy with the 2-hander, so I am going to... get a stab on him, and I'm going to move down there, I think. When they're in retreat mode, you can move away without getting attacked. That's quite nice. Yeah, if he's going to be hitting anyone, I want it to be him, really. What's likely to happen? Now, they could move around and try and get on my pitchfork guy, so what I might do is move Bernard Rathbone there, put that up again. I mean, we can't attack anyone at the moment with Rep Cow. It's a bit of a shame. Even if I was to move there, he wouldn't have points left for his skill, so we'll just end his turn. Yeah, that was the big attack from him, I think. Okay, we're still going to pause that. What's he doing? They've actually stunned my big guy, which is not brilliant, I will say. Kind of want to step up and just try and take this guy down now, I think. Let's do that. Quite a nice hit on him. Ah. Alright, yeah, I think we just go stabby stab at this point. Here he goes. I'm just trying to pass what just happened. I think what happened was he tried to retreat and we killed him with him. I was just trying to work out if one of my guys had died. I don't think so. Right, we're going to move Rep Cow there. Ah, he missed. That's not good. That's not good. At least they're going... Well, I was going to say at least they're going for the guy with the shield, but... Yeah! It's all a bit nervy. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Got the kill, and this guy's now retreating, so we should be fine. This guy's not retreating yet, so let's go. Well, now he is. Now he's dead. What? Kind of gang up on him, run him down. He's doing pretty well, Rep Cow, with that pitchfork, I will say. But now Boring Dad with the coup de grace. There we go. Got level ups for everyone except Boring Dad there, so that's pretty cool. Rep Cow's on level 3 now, I think. Oh, we got food, a bit of money. It's quite nice. All right, so we'll. I mean, I have no proof of this, but observationally, it seems to me that they kind of draw their food from the thing on the left, so I tend to try and organize the things that are going to spoil quicker, building up from that direction. So we've got 3 days, 6 days, 8 days, 7 days. So we'll swap those around. That looks good. I don't know if that's the case. Like I said, it's just merely my observation that they seem to use stuff up from the left. It could be entirely wrong, so don't take that as gospel fact. It's just what I do. Okay, let's go back to Havelberg and get the rest of our money. Oh, interesting, going this way around. Over the mountains, so we're going to be slower. I'd rather go over the mountains than through the swamp. I don't entirely blame them. Swamps are... I hate the swamps. Horrible to fight in. I'm not going to read all of these things. You kind of get the idea. If it mentions our mercs and stuff, I probably will. Or if it's something that we haven't seen before. You get random events as well that... we'll read out. Yeah. Let's see. So, probably fairly safe to sell those things. Tools we're going to need, because we're running low on these. And these are basically cost, so that's pretty good. It's a hiring situation. Like I said, I would like to get up to 6 at least when we're kind of building up. We've got quite a lot of miners here. Or a servant. They're very basic. That's why it's so cheap. The miners can be pretty good at melee skill, though. There's a lot of them. It's a bit of a gamble to think which one we're going to get. The peddlers are okay. Who should we get? Tempted to go for Hartbert because he's more expensive. It might mean that his traits are slightly better. Alright, let's hire him. Health, resolve, initiative. I mean, it's not bad. Oh no, he's short-sighted. Okay. And faint-hearted. Okay. Oh well, he's not going to be a primo member of the team then, but he should be okay. Not sure what to do with him for now. Put him as a backliner for now. We probably can't equip him particularly well, just yet. But let's do our leveling. So, Iocane Addicts. Obviously, we need to go to the melee defense, make use of that. Fatigue would be good. It's only 2 increase, but I want to get the melee up. I think we have to, so let's do that. Perk-wise, I like to get Colossus first on the sort of frontliner guys. Makes sense, I think. Oh, nice fatigue increase. Very good. Again, I'll probably do that. It's only 1 on the melee defense, which is a bit of a shame. I think I've got to look elsewhere. Probably go with the resolve. Perk-wise, again, let's get the HP. Then Rip Cow. Oh yeah, building up his archery there. That seems good. Range defense. I will do a bit of fatigue. They can get tired, the archers. It's not that they can't. Alright, let's look at the second row of abilities here now. Executioner, 20% damage against targets that have sustained any injury effects. I think that works quite well with the crippling strikes. I think you can kind of build towards that. Bullseye, the penalty to hit chance when shooting at a target where you have no clear line of fire is reduced. That's probably the one I'll get. You get a dodge. Dodge is quite nice, I think. Fortified Mines, you get resolve, that increase. Resilience, damage over time effects don't last as long. We saw Steel Brow with Boring Dad. Quick Hands, it's actually free to swap between their things. That could be really good for ranged, because enemies often will get into melee with you, and your ranged weapons become useless, and then you can switch them out. I don't think I need to do that right now. Or do I? Maybe I should do that before. I would get Bullseye, but it's going to be a while, I think, before he's actually using a ranged weapon, so maybe I will get Quick Hands now. Because that can still be useful. Because I think... I'm not quite sure, but I think the two-handed weapons, most of them get penalties to fighting enemies that are, up close with you. So if that happens, you could, for free, switch out to a different weapon. We're low on money, so I'm going to be limited into terms of what I can sort of achieve at this point. No weapons now. No missions now. Okay, so per day costs. We got enough for 8 days. That's pretty good. It's 41 per day. We got enough food for the time being. So what? Oh, I haven't renamed Harper yet. So hold on. Cool, but sweet. This is Bell. Okay, welcome, Bell. Now, you are wearing absolute trash and using a miner's pick, so we need to do something about that. Remind me what your melee skill was like? It's not bad, actually. I wonder if we go frontline or backline. I mean, it's dictated by what's available. I mean, let's get the Gambas on, so at least Bell's got decentish armor. I could get a pitchfork, which is probably the best thing I can do here. We'll have to make do without a hat, I think. That's enough for two days. Okay, well, we can probably sell what he's wearing as well. That might generate enough to... He's got a mask. It's not worth much, but... yes, if I sell those, I've got enough for 3 days. I can maybe stretch to getting that. 30? We're still at 2 days. Okay. Let's put that on. I mean, I don't. It's questionable if we can actually repair all this stuff. Although I did just buy tools, so we should be fine. Yeah, we're gonna move on, I think. Right, let's just have a look where we are. I think I said I'd go down to Talbach, maybe. I'm gonna have to go cross country is the thing. But they're established. It's a big village. They might have quite a few jobs. They might have a good number of people to hire. I mean, we're at 5 out of the 6 initially we want, so... Probably we can get one more, but I kind of want to maybe get better equipment for Bell first before we look to hire anyone else. We're going to need to do a job ASAP, really. Going quite well. Day 5. I'm quite pleased that no one's died. We've got 5 people in the group. It's going surprisingly well so far. I can actually take a job right now. Herman the Wise takes a book from his shelf. When he sets it upon his table, dust, or maybe even ash plume, outward. He opens it up, thumbing slowly from page to page.
Do you believe in monsters, Sellsword? I'm asking honestly, as I believe you've had a better walkabout of this world than I.
You nod and speak. More than just a belief, yes. The man thumbs another page. He looks up at you.
Well, we believe monsters have come to Talbach. We believe that's why people are going missing. Understand where this is going? I need you to find these make-believe creatures and kill them like any other. Are you interested?
Alright, let's talk pay. 380, it's our biggest paying job yet, I think. Let's take that. Right, so generally for these, there'll be monster... Yeah, there we go. So if I zoom in a bit, you can see there's monster tracks leading away. We'll do that. It's going to be dawn soon, so hopefully we can fight in daylight by the time we catch up with them. Not in the swamp, not in the swamp. I hate the swamp. Oh, they've taken a detour over this way. Oh, they're back here now. 3 dire wolves. Okay, well that's... I'm not going to say best case, but it's far better than what it might have been. Unfortunately, we're going through the forest, so we're very slow, but they've turned back. Okay, right, let's do it. 3 dire wolves. Again, I kind of just want to... They are very quick, though, is the only thing. I might just pause our turns and see how far they can get. Yeah, they get right up in melee, unfortunately, on their turns. So we're going to have to just stand and fight where we are. Let's pause that for now. Okay. I can edit. I'm going to put there and do the spear wall. I'm worried about this guy coming round and surrounding him. Let's do that. Let's come here. Might try and hit both of these. I'm going to hit the one, but that's okay. Now we're going to move down with Repcow, because then Bell can move down as well. I'm going to hit him. It's actually a kill, so that's good. Do a step forward there then, and do you. Eee! That's not good. That's not good. Luckily, he had to move, so they get 3 attacks, so we're going to need to take this guy down quick, I think. Not like that. Not like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we can maybe push him away. Oh, we can push him away, maybe. I think we just got to try and do damage. Right. Pouring Dad to the rescue, hopefully. No, he missed! Oh god. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah! Luckily he dodged a goal. Hopefully it's alright, but we need to land. We need to be landing these hits. Come on, Bernard. Oh, they're retreating, that's good. Okay, we'll be fine. A little bit hairy, that one. Unintended, let's go. Put it down. Blip. There we go. Cool, yeah, so, Repcow took a bit of punishment there. Unfortunately, he needs better armor. Loot-wise, we got an adrenaline plant. It's about 400. Interesting. Ah, okay, good. Let's just shift it down. You see, so it's used up the one that was on the left. I mean, it's used up other things as well, so I don't know. Maybe it draws equally from every stack. I'm not entirely sure. But, like I said, I may just be imagining what I thought was happening. Food. Right, let's go get paid. You return to Herman the Wise and lay one of the pelts clear across his desk. His limp claws rap against the side of the oak. The man lifts one and lets it fall again.
I see you found those beasts we were looking for.
You tell him of the battle. He seems most pleased, taking a small wooden chest out from his bookshelf and handing it over.
380 crowns as agreed upon. People of Talbach deserve the reprieve you have given them from such horrors.
Successful hunt. Let's go in. Alrighty. Okay, so this thing we're going to sell. It says it can be used to craft items. Is there a taxidermist here? There actually is. Doesn't seem like it's one we can craft from though. So let's just sell it. Extra cash. Oh, okay. Okay. Decent armor. I think we'll grab that. And we'll have a look at who needs it. So our frontliners, they're okay. I think Repcow's probably got the worst armor now. Yeah, so let's give him that. Okay, so what's that? Probably need to think about earning money. Wouldn't mind a better helmet though. You really want to protect the head in this game. If you get hit in the head, it can go very bad very quickly. Let's just do a quick upgrade around there. That. I think maybe we'll take on one more mission. Let's see what this is. Gerlach of Talbach takes a seat in a chair big enough to be comfortable for two. He bandies a mug back and forth.
Brigands have been harrying us for weeks now. Just yesterday they tried to set fire to a pub. You believe that? Who sets fire to such a thing? Luckily, we put it out just in time, but things are getting bad around here. They threaten our precious drink. What will they do next? Luckily, we managed to find where these vagrants are hiding. So yes, I see your look. It's a simple task, sellsword. We want you to go and kill every last brigand there. Are you willing to work with us? How many crowns are we talking about? Well, he opens the palm of his hands. I'm tight on crowns, so before you ask, this is all I have right now. We'll get 390 when the contract is done. All right, let's take it. Old Liebwin's hut, south of Talbach. Okay, let's have a look. Down here. Unknown garrison. We should be able to scout it as we get closer, though. Hopefully it's brigand thugs again. If they start getting into raiders, we could be a little more troubled. But many brigand thugs. Yeah, we should be able to manage that. Famous last words. Confidence is a slow and insidious killer. Now, there's no elevation to really benefit from here, so I think we'll just hold fire where we are. Use the spears to kind of keep people at bay. One thing you can do is highlight the blocked tiles, because I was wondering if this was a tile people can go on, and it is, so that's fine. Yeah, we're going to put a couple of shield walls down, I think, just to kind of manage the flow of enemies. Tempting to go there and just try and hit two. I think I will, because I kind of want him to be the focus of the attacks anyway. Oh yeah, we can actually get an attack on this guy. Trying to knock him out, and they managed it. That sucks. With your shield up, got you. With their shields up, it's quite likely that they'll be able to avoid jumping onto our spears again. I might come up here and try and get some damage on.
Shield's good. Shield's good. Let's do that. Maybe he's damaged, isn't he? There we go. Him. It's a bad miss. Let's keep going on the ones without shields right now. Let's try and get them panicking. Don't like that. Ooh. What I'm going to do is, here we're going to do a 2 square swing again, got both, that's pretty good. I think I need to be watching out for this guy. But for now. Oh, he's running, probably wise. I should give chase though. He's not panicking. We'll say it's over because we'll just be chasing him ineffectually across the entire map. Bell leveled up. That's cool. 2 kills on that one. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. We've got some food, got some gold, got some tools, which is very nice. Let's just have a look at Bell's level. Yeah. So fatigue for sure. And I'm kind of gonna... 3's not bad for the melee defense. We'll do that. Melee skill as well. Alright. Now I'm Bill's kind of a backliner, so maybe Colossus isn't that necessary. They do still get hit though, so it's not necessary. Alright, I'm gonna talk myself into it. Okay. Stash wise, is that 8, 6, 5? That's fine. I might do is upgrade that dagger. I keep the well, we got 2 spears. It's probably enough as spears now, honestly. I'm gonna keep a spare shield because as soon as I can get a decent one-handed sword, I'm gonna make Boring Dad a sword and board guy. Make him a bit less easy to hit. Which is good. At the moment, he's withstanding the damage quite well, but getting him a nice big shield at some point is going to be what we want to do, I think. Let's pop in and see what we can do here. We're okay for tools, we're okay for medical supplies, food's okay. Yeah, doing alright. Should we get a 6th member if there's someone here? Poacher. They tend to be quite good for ranged. I mean, I have a guy I'm building up for ranged at the moment. Got a butcher. Eunuch. Very expensive militia guy that we can't even nearly afford. Yeah. Let's have a look at what we got here. So I can actually get another better armor for Bell. So everyone's at least got that. It's probably the best thing I can do, to be honest. Weapon wise, nothing I can really afford, I don't think. Get a better helmet. Yeah. Maybe a bit low on cash again, but we want to look after our guys. I mean, I would say that we've done pretty well with the hiring so far, honestly, like in terms of their stats and stuff. I mean, this one was a bit weird, given that he was very good at range skill, but, well, very good at improving his range skill, but very bad at it. But he'll get there, don't worry. A couple more levels and he'll be decent with a crossbow or something, I expect. I'm going to keep these because we're going to hire someone else soon. Maybe not from here. But let's do one more job. Okay, so it's another monstrosities terrorizing the town. 350 crowns reward. Let's do that. Oh, web nets. Okay, we got spiders. Yeah, they actually know what they are this time. They're not just mysterious beasts. Spiders, yeah. They're more tricky than the wolves, I think. We've got two... Oh, okay, we've got 2 sets of tracks. What on earth is going on? Oh, there they are. 5 spiders. Go on, then. The webneck nest is silent, and the clatter of the company's arrival seems apocryphal, with the clink and chink of metals distinctly sharp in their trespass. You find a man hanging upside down from a tree, his whole body cocooned save his face, which is stretched and pulled by the filaments. He asks you to cut his eyelids free of the webbing, which you oblige. His lids slowly close, the crust of the dry eyes crackling closed for the first time in possibly days. But then they snap open and the man screams. The cocoon bubbles at his waist and rips apart, a spluttering of tiny black spiders flooding out. The man's body jolts violently around as the swarm consumes him, his gargled screams rife with the skittering of spiderlings, which fills his lungs, and which he coughs out in dying fits. Horrified, you step back, only to see a throng of much larger spiders emerging from around the trees. And it's night. Okay, so on the forest maps, I'm not sure if it's just the forest maps or if you have to also be ambushed. But it kind of rejigs your starting order, and it's RNG, and you can get screwed over quite badly by this. So we're going to want to protect our backliners. That's probably okay. Let's just pause for now, because I don't know where these spiders are. There's one. Okay, they're kind of surrounding us then. It could be worse. I'd be more worried if they were all coming in from the same angle. Let's put a shield wall down. I'm going to move you maybe there. Well. I'm going to also put up a shield wall there with Arcane Addict. Boring Dad, I think, just kind of hangs around waiting to see where he's needed, I think. I might even move him centrally. Alright. Let's stay there. Good work. Ah. Oh wow, there's loads over there. Okay. Ah. We got webbed. Okay. This is not great. 35, yeah, so I kind of want to be attacking across 2 tiles. I'm going to come here and attack that one. I'm going to do that. Can't actually attack now, but hopefully he becomes the target for their attacks. You can try and break out of webbing. Oh, okay. There's it's not a guaranteed success, there's a chance of success. Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's going to be helpful. Okay. We did well with the RNG on the first few battles, but it's starting to come the other way now. Alright. Oh, I used up all my stuff, so I can't even act with Boring Dad. Okay, let's finish off that one. You want to try and break out? I mean, I'll show you what the webbing does in a sec. Oh, we can try and free Boring Dad, actually. Let's do that. Yeah. Basically, it means that you only do, I think it's 50% damage when you're webbed. You also can't move, I think. Can I hit all of these? Oh, no, there's only... Don't want to... I'm hitting 2 of them there, and I'm not hitting any of my mates. Ooh. Oh, we got a kill. Sorry, I thought we missed them all. We got them. That's good. Wish these 2 could swap. Okay, we're doing quite well with the pitchforks again. He's actually fleeing that one now. Now he's dead. Not enough AP left, but... Hey! Okay, well that went alright, actually. Could have gone a lot worse. But we got some gossamer, got some stuff to sell, which is nice. The battle over, you find a man dangling by webbing attached to his feet. Half of his body is bound in the filaments, and more dangle from his hips like shredded dress. Seems the spiders deserted him upon the boring Dadbro's arrival. He smiles at the sight of you.
Oh, hey there, mercenaries, ain't ya? Yeah, I see it. You've no mind being here, lest it was that coin that brought you. And you fall like bastards that have been bound. Absolute savages.
You ask the man what you'll get for cutting him down. He turns his head up, his whole body then starting to swing about and at times twist away from you entirely. He speaks either to you or to whichever direction he's facing.
Oh, well, good question. You might not see it here and now, but I myself saw myself, and when you know that my company and its captain all been done, stringed up and consumed whole by them spiders. Cut me down, I've nowhere else better to go than your company, as if you'd have me.
You have the man cut free and debate what to do before returning to Herman the Wise. Oh, welcome to the company. If that's him, he's in really good equipment. Welcome to the company. All right, we got 6 now. Who's this? Engelbert. He is a retired soldier. So I think we'll probably find that his fatigue is quite low compared to others. It's pretty good melee skill. He can improve his melee defense quite well. And then he's got points in resolve and initiative there. Which is okay. What's his deal? He's got a fear of beasts. So he's been strung up by spiders, so perhaps that's not entirely surprising. But minus 10 resolve when in battle with beasts. Okay, well I think what we'll do, I like to have the spears on the outside to kind of just protect the flanks a bit. So let's have him there. He doesn't have a weapon now, but we'll hopefully be able to buy him one. Let's rename him. So this is... Razamat. There we go. Now, this is brilliant because, I mean, to hire this guy, even with his fear of beasts, it probably would have been thousands of crowns, and we've just got him for free, saving his life. That's awesome. Okay, so let's, we're going to get the melee skill up, melee defense. We're going to build up his fatigue, even though it's not the highest value, because I think it's going to be tough to do given his background. Let's do these first. Melee. Oh, we've got 3 there. Yeah, those are kind of the ones we want to build up for the oh, okay, that's it. Let's go Colossus. Yeah, I think for the frontliners, having the steel brow is good, because then, you know, they might survive a blow to the head, basically. Arcane Addict. Melee defense, and fatigue. Again, we'll go steel brow, just so, you know, if they don't get one-shotted by a headshot, that's good. Melee skill, fatigue, and melee defense. Now here's where I can specialize in weapons, and they do get pretty good bonuses for these. Do I want Boring Dad to be a sword guy? I mean, yeah, probably. 25% less fatigue from skills, which is good. He'll benefit more from that when he's got a one-hander and a shield and able to attack twice in a turn. Okay, he gets pretty nice bonuses with this weapon as well. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take Sword Mastery on Boring Dad there. And then we got Bernard Rathbone, level 3. Melee, fatigue, and... only a +2 there, unfortunately. I'm going to take it, though. Again, not being hit is a good thing. And the steel brow. There we go. So we're getting a decent team together, to be honest. We can give Razamat a shield, at least. But he's got pretty good equipment otherwise. So, yeah, I think that is the best reward from this mission. Getting a free bro who's probably well beyond our means to recruit at this stage. Defo. Okay, that's cool. They've given us some food as well, which is nice. Cool. Heroes of the town. Can we make anything out of this? We can make poisoned oil out of these things. A flask laced with concentrated web-necked poison can be used to coat your weapons and arrow tips. Ah, that's what I wanted to know. Is it a permanent thing? It's destroyed on use. I mean, I'll probably just sell these, honestly, with that in mind. It's good money for those. Yeah, we're going to want more tools. They're actually pretty much cost, so let's get those. Food-wise, we've got enough for 5 days now with that cured meat they gave us. It's pretty good. 8 days on the cash is pretty good. We've got 6 people now, so I'm going to kind of maintain that for a little while at least until we've leveled up. We could have a look at the local labour pool though. It's these guys. I mean, I probably would get Emmerich, but not for right now. That seems good. Okay, well, we're going to leave things here today, but I'm actually really pleased with how this is going. We've got a team of 6. They've all got pretty fair... Actually, I need a weapon for Ramazat. Oh, sorry, I forgot his name already. Razamat. Need him a weapon. Let's have a look what we can buy locally. It's going to have to be at the market. Could be a mace. It's not amazing, haha, but better than nothing, which is what he's got now. It's not that expensive, so let's go with that for now anyway. But yeah, I think we've got a really decent starting crew here for the campaign. The plans going forward are just going to be to level people up, get better equipment, get more money. Eventually, we'll add another couple of people, like when we've kind of got these guys established. We're probably going to lose people at some stage though, and we're going to have to replace them. But yeah, for now, for a first episode, this is going way better than my testing campaign ahead of this. Took me ages of going around with the Lone Wolf trying to get a decent group together. So yeah, pretty good. Hopefully you've enjoyed this first episode of Battle Brothers. And if you could hit the like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think of the campaign so far. Is it a game you've played? Are you familiar with it? Are you in the campaign? Let me know how you think your Merc got on if you're watching this. I think everyone's done brilliantly so far, to be quite honest. But yeah, let me know. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. It's hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining earlier access to my videos in this series, although I haven't filmed any more yet as this is the first one, but I will, or any of my other series on the channel, that would be awesome. But thanks very much, and hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.